Hi pretties, hi pretties, hi pretty, hi pretty, hi pretty, hi pretty, hi pretty. Hi pretties, my name is Georgina. Welcome back to my channel. To start off this Q&A, I just want to say thank you so much for 50,000 subscribers. I honestly was never expecting to hit this milestone in just 19 videos. When I first started this channel, I was dreaming to hit 50,000 subscribers in 1 year. But I'm so grateful for all of the support that I received from the pretty people watching this channel. Anyways, let's start with the basic information. So the first question is, how are you? Thank you so much to everyone who asked this. I'm currently doing alright. But honestly, I also want to know, how are you? If you're currently watching this right now, if you want, you can comment down below how you're doing, how you've been, because I honestly also want to know like how you guys have been holding up these past few. The next question is, what's your MBTI? I'm actually not sure about this one because it's been changing a lot recently. For the past like 2 years, I've been consistently getting INTJ, but recently it has been like switching, basically just getting these random MBTIs. Like they're very similar to each other, but they're just like in a different font. Maybe it's as I'm getting healthier and unhealthier at the same time because 10th grade has made life like a roller coaster. The next question is, when is your birthday? So my birthday is on April 8th and I am an 08. And this also ties to our next question, which is, how old are you? As of 2024, I'm currently 16 years old. The next question is, how many siblings do you have? I have 2 sisters. My sister that you guys know is Misha, and my other sister is like my little sister. I think I showed her in one of my videos, and I also have a little brother. It's very chaotic when we're together. The next question is, which grade are you in? I'm currently in the 10th grade as of school year 2024 to 2025. Next question is, what country do you live in? I can't tell if it's not obvious or if I just stay in my room too much, but if you watch my videos, I live in the Philippines. The next question is, what is your nickname? Nicknames have been a really weird topic for me to talk about because I actually preferred just being called Georgina rather than like cutting down my name. But my nickname that my family calls me is just the letter J. Yeah, it's just one letter. Misha was the first person who started referring to me that way. The next question is, what is your waking time and bedtime? On school days, I try my best to sleep at 9 to 10 p.m. and wake up at 6 a.m. But sometimes it can get unsustainable, especially when you just have too much to do. On the weekends, however, I wake up and sleep just anytime my body tells me to. The next question is, are you a night or morning person? This is so interesting. I personally think that I'm a morning person. Or at least I'm an afternoon person. I don't know. But I personally don't function anymore at night. Like my brain is just... The next question is, what do you major in? I'm not sure if like these people who asked the question thought I was in college, but as of the moment, I'm in the 10th grade, so I'm going by the Philippine 10th grade curriculum. However, if they're referring to what major I want in the future, that I will keep a secret. You guys will find out in like 2 years from now if I'm still posting on this channel. Now let's move on to questions related to my personal style and aesthetic. The next question is, where did you buy your clothes? Oh my gosh, I've been getting this question ever since I started my YouTube channel, and I get my clothes from so many places now. So initially, I started buying my clothes from Shopee and Shein, but then like over time, I found out Shein was kind of unethical when it came to clothing. So then I started shopping at secondhand sites like Carousel and Facebook Marketplace. But then obviously, as someone who shows lifestyle and fashion content, I think it's highly impossible that a clothing brand would not send me clothes. So now I take my clothes from pretty much a lot of places. Like for example, this top is from Lukin, which is one of the brands that do send me some clothes to wear. And this one is from Taobao, which I got from a shipping agent called OTG Buy. And another brand I often wear from is also Airspace. The next question is tips for dressing up. My first tip would be to find outfits on Pinterest and see what styles you genuinely like. And I also want to note that it's okay if you don't stick to one style. Like I personally switch styles like a lot. And you can have multiple styles in your wardrobe. And my second tip would be to dress kind of according to your body shape. When I dress my body shape, I feel so much more confident compared to when I dress in something that just does not look good on me. Because when I have a cute outfit on, I feel just more confident that way. And my third tip would be to pick a color scheme. Don't just buy clothes that are like all over the rainbow unless that's your aesthetic. Because there's really some colors that you really resonate with more than others. Like personally for me, my main colors are red, pink, white, black, gray, sometimes blue if I'm wearing jeans. This honestly allows me to just quit the random impulse purchases because I'm only allowed to buy things in that color scheme. And my fourth tip would be to buy clothes carefully. Like, genuinely buy things because you like them and not because they're trendy. I personally do not buy things if I don't actually like them and if I just saw them on trends. Like, there are some trends where I genuinely like the clothing pieces, and in fact there are some clothing pieces that I bought because of trends that I still wear until this very day. So just be careful with what you buy and don't buy things easily just because they're trendy at this moment, because they will look cringe in a few years. So just buy things that you genuinely like. Tips for finding your style. A tip for that would be stop looking for a style because the style will find you. I really love the Dollette Coquette aesthetic for like an insanely long time, but I never knew what it was called. When I saw it for the first time, I was like, this is literally me, this is literally my dream style, and I just went with it. Even though before that I just found every other style pretty not my style. So don't look for an aesthetic or style. The aesthetic or style will find you. These next 5 questions are actually super related to each other, so I guess it will just be like as if I'm telling a story. Very interesting question for the next one. How do you feel going out in public with your aesthetic? I honestly don't feel anything because I've generally been received nicely when I wear my style. I don't think there's anyone who actually bashed me in front of my face, maybe behind my back. Because this style is just so ingrained in my identity, people just don't even care anymore. They just look at me and say, oh, that's so her. Now when I dress normally, people are like, you're dressing differently today. And like, okay, thank you. The next question is, what does it feel like going out in public with your aesthetic? Because I've gotten a lot of comments like, I wish I had the confidence to dress like you in public. But honestly, I've been received really well in public. No one actually just straight up criticized me in front of my face. Maybe behind my back, maybe like, oh, she dressed weird. But as of the moment, I've never gotten someone just say, I'm dressing like really weird. Or in fact, sometimes people take time out of their day just to compliment me. Like when I wear my fashion sense in school, when I wear my fashion sense in malls, I've generally gotten a very good reaction to it. Next question is, were you aesthetic before this channel? No, I wasn't. I was actually not aesthetic at all. The only time I started to be aesthetic was actually this year. After I made my desk makeover, everything just started to fall into place. Now let's move on to my hobbies, interests, and favorites. The question is, what are your hobbies? Now, this is one type of thing that I can never answer in one sentence. As a kid, I was never forced to study. I was never forced to even try, put all of my energy and creativity into my hobbies, which made me collect hobbies, like really a lot of hobbies. So let's take it back to 2012. Oh my gosh, I'm going this far. My first hobby started when I was 4 years old. I did drawing and playing Minecraft. Yay! So it was gaming and drawing. And then the next hobby I remember picking up so vividly was content creation. Like everyone else my age, at the time, I wanted to be a YouTuber. I wanted to make content and share it online. So I actually made videos with my cousin and Mesha. Really simple content at the time. And at this time, my mom had also bombarded me with the most random side quests. Like, I went to freaking piano classes, ballet classes, dancing classes, swimming classes, and guitar classes. Oh, and don't forget Kumon classes. And when I was around 9 years old, I also picked up a new hobby, which was sculpting. But it didn't last long. It was just a phase. And I've also made my first ever YouTube channel. Yay! It was so simple. It was just about like toy reviews. It was just like every other person who is my age at the time. I was making toy review videos, which is where a lot of people who started content creation actually started from. And then during 11 years old, I got my first smartphone. Yay! I was transitioning from an iPad kid to a phone kid. And at that time, I was really interested in fashion. It was the first time I've ever seen just fashion. And at the time, I also made a new YouTube channel. So yes, I had a couple YouTube channels for this one. When I was 12 years old, this was the start of quarantine. And I pretty much had all the time I had in this universe. I also had literally no class. Like, I was just chilling every day at home. This time, I started picking up journaling, which is a common hobby that people picked up during this time. Another one I started picking up was singing. And another hobby that I picked up was baking. My family really loved the things I baked. Up when I was 13, I picked up a new hobby, which was researching. At the time, I was so bored and I really liked learning about a lot of things. Like, I would just research about the most random things ever. Till today, like, I just find myself enjoying researching the most. This time, I was also starting a digital art, I think. I'm not sure if I started at 12 or 13, but I started drawing digitally and doing commissions for the first time. At this time, I also started a new YouTube channel. So I had a YouTube channel when I was 9, when I was 11, 12, 13. So I switched YouTube channel pretty much every time something new happened in my life. At 15 years old, I decided to pick up a new hobby to help me learn how to defend myself and to kind of give me that stretching because I like exercise. My parents decided to enroll me in Taekwondo by my choice. By the way, this time I actually chose this. And the next question is, what is your favorite color? How can you not tell my favorite color? It's not a trick question, I swear. My favorite color is pink, and it's like the first thing I tell people because I've been a pink girly since I was 6 years old. And the next question is, what's my favorite K-pop group? As of the moment, as of 2024 of December, my favorite K-pop group is ILIT. I was never actually into K-pop. I only got into K-pop when I saw Mocha. Next question is, what is your favorite food? My favorite food is sour mangoes, and it has never changed. It is also called manggang hilaw in the Philippines. Now the next question is, what is your favorite song? Actually, I'm the type of person who listens to multiple genres, so I think I should not be saying just one song because I cannot pick a favorite. So I'll just merge this question with, what's your favorite music genre and what's your favorite song? Because I have a favorite song for every single genre I listen to. So my first genre that I really love is jazz. This is the songs that I play when the homies are around. My favorite song has been Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend by Marilyn Monroe. Well, as it's been a long time, specifically the version by Kitty Callan. Sure, this is jazz. I don't think so, but another song that I really love is Masquerade by Jack Hilton and his orchestra. And another one which I think is iconic is So This Is Love from Cinderella. Oh, and another song I really love is Strangers in the Night by Frank Sinatra. Now another genre I really like is indie. Favorite music artist is Mars Argo, and also really love Tamachi. My favorite song from Mars Argos is Love in Black and White, and my favorite song from Tamachi is currently Soft and Sweet and Moon Girl. Like, is classical music. I personally like La Petite Fille Delamere. Please don't mind the fact that I think I just butchered the name, but it's by Vangelis. And the next genre I really like is liminals or backroom music. So one of the first songs I really like from there is Moonlight Serenade. And then It's Just a Burning Memory, the version from The Caretaker. And I also like White Space by Amori. And also the Lumatone version of Liquid Smooth. It's originally by Mitski, but I really just love how it is in this version. And the next one I really like is Old Doll from Mad Father. And then another one that I really like is Dove by Auntie Honey. The next one is my favorite K-drama. My favorite K-drama as of this moment is The Sound of Magic. Next one is, what is your favorite color combo? As of the moment, my favorite color combo is actually pink and green. I don't know why, but I love how they look together. Maybe I might make it my aesthetic in the future. The next question is, what are your favorite books/movies? I don't think I actually have a favorite book. I don't remember reading. I haven't read in a really long time. If you ask me, what's your favorite movie? I really love the series of Unfortunate Events. It would be the thing I would look forward to the most after coming home from school. And I also really love Coraline. Question is, what's your favorite cat and dog breed? My favorite dog breed is Pomeranians, and as for cats, I actually do not know what cat breeds there are, but I really like fluffy animals. That's all. Now the next question is, what is your favorite drink? I think it would be watermelon shake. Now the next question is, who is your favorite Sanrio character? My favorite Sanrio character is My Melody. Next question is, what is your favorite animal? This one is so easy for me to answer. Probably the shortest answer I'll have yet. My favorite animal is bunnies. The next question is, what is your favorite subject? Now, I would actually like to yap about this a little more because when I was younger, my favorite subject or the subjects I would like the most would usually be because of the teacher. Like, I remember I liked arts class so much at some point because there was this teacher who was like my favorite teacher at the time because she was like my top one glazer and she always encouraged me to draw. But then as I grew up, like I did not like art subject anymore because the art subject began to be about art history, which I don't really care about history. One subject that really stood out to me that I really loved was Economics 9. I don't know why economics stood out to me, but it was the first time where I actually felt like I genuinely liked a subject. Like, I wasn't just learning it for the sake of complying. Now, let's move on to YouTube and content creation related questions. So the question is, where did you get the idea to start a YouTube channel? Probably because YouTube was just like up and rising back then, and like everyone just wanted to be a YouTuber. It was like the place where you could show your passion while at the same time possibly making a living from it. The next question is, what is your future/dream job? I actually do not know what my dream job is. I have no idea what I want to do for the rest of my life. What do you want to do just limits me to this one job. Because like then again, I grew up with so much hobbies, so it would never make sense to me that I would only choose one job. Instead, I'll answer who I want to be in the future. The rich, cool auntie who gives the best presents. That is the goals right there. The next question is, what do you use to edit your videos? I use CapCut. Next question is it hard to balance school and YouTube, and how do you manage your time? One word, yes. It's hard. It's hard to manage school and YouTube, especially during weeks where I consistently had like 3 to 5 tests and like 1 to 4 projects due in the same week. Yes, it was so freaking hard. I was lacking sleep, but it's possible if you learn how to prioritize. The next question is, how long do you think you'll post for? This is a really hard question to answer because back then when I was like with my 4 other YouTube channels, I could just say, oh yeah, this is just a 1 year, 2 year thing. It was a very low commitment because number 1, no one actually knew what I looked like. Number 2, they did not know my name. Number 3, they did not know me as a person. So I didn't actually have to commit to anything because if I vanished, then people would just forget me because they knew nothing about me. But this is the first time where I'm like, how long will this go on for? Because you guys know my face, you guys know my name, you guys know which country I live in, you guys know too much. And that's where I'm just like, how long will I make these videos for? I don't know. Next question is, what are your future aspirations for your channel? Honestly, I would just love to get a silver play button. It's been like a lifelong goal at this rate to get a silver play button for me. I think this channel might be the one. I was not too optimistic about it at first, but now that like seeing how this channel grew, like I think it can happen. Now the next question is how to work with brands. Now this is to those who actually do want to work with brands as well, or who's interested in starting a YouTube channel to kind of get brand collabs. Brands usually start reaching out when you start gaining a little bit of a following. You don't even have to have like 100,000 subscribers. Like brands will reach out to you. My first brand reached out to me when I had 7,000 subscribers. You just have to put your business email on your profile or your descriptions, and eventually brands will just begin to kind of go onto your emails and be like, hi, we would like to work with you. And that's how I guess I collab with a lot of the brands I've collab with. Another way is to pitch to them yourself. Like find for the brand's email in their website and just say what you want to do. Like, and don't be too discouraged because brands can reach out to pretty much anyone as long as you create high quality content. Next question is, will you create a channel with Misha? Maybe in the future. Who knows? The next question is, do people in your school know about your YouTube channel? Yes, a lot of people do now. But yeah, it's crazy. Even some teachers know, I think. The next question is, do your parents support your YouTube channel? Now, my parents have actually always been super supportive of all my hobbies, which is why I have so many. Parents never forced me to be an academic focused person. So when I just made a YouTube channel, they were super supportive. They actually encouraged me. The next question is, what makes you happiest about YouTube? Everything about YouTube makes me really happy. It just gets stressful when my life becomes stressful, but overall, it makes me a happier person. Now let's move on to school, life, and productivity related questions. The question is school hard or easy? I think throughout the years, my perception of school has definitely changed. But when I was in elementary, I remember just being so bored and just doing other things because the lessons were way too easy and like I wouldn't study and I'd still somehow get good grades because it wasn't challenging for me. But as I approached high school, I fell behind because of quarantine and lessons just started being really hard, and I had to manage my time because now we're not only expected to have good grades, but we're also expected to have multiple skills all at once. The next question is, when did you start getting good grades? I've actually been getting good grades since pretty much the start of my school career. Remember when I was in elementary, I consistently got gold honors, which is the highest honors you can get in my school. And I only got like 2 silvers out of 38 honors from grade 1 to grade 10. I think that like when I was younger, I definitely could have been considered a gifted kid because I never had to study or even try hard in my life. But I remember just watching this one video from 2021 that pretty much changed my perspective. Quarantine was still there and I was really anxious on what high school would be like. Finding out that a lot of people who had similar trajectories as me when I was in elementary often flunked as they reached high school, I realized that what if I also flunk? What if I also go to the downward spiral? So I decided to start a self-improvement journey and become more academically focused after quarantine ended. So I never ended up actually going through the downward trajectory a lot of gifted kids went through. The next question is, what are your average grades? So far, per individual subject, I've been getting 94 to 99 out of 99 in my report card. So it's like A+. Next question is, how do you manage your time? I just focus on the rule to get the thing due first done. That's like my only rule when it comes to managing my time. The next question is, how are you always so productive? Short answer is, I'm not. I'm not always productive. No one is ever always productive. There are just really times where we just take a break, and it's completely normal and it's completely okay to take a break. Now, at this point of the video, you have just learned so much things about me as a person. Now, let's move on to personal and deep questions. The next question is, what do you love about life? There are just so much things to love about life, honestly. I know there are some people who are very pessimistic and prefer to just say they hate everything and everyone, but I think I like life. I know not all days will be perfect. Not all days will be great. But there's just so much things that you can just look at and think, I'm grateful for it. You guys even want to know my phobias? Like, are you gonna be my like sleep paralysis demon or something? I'm scared a bit of the unknown. I'm scared about things that I can't control and things that I can't predict. Basically, I just don't like thinking about the unknown or things that aren't predictable. The next question is, do you feel embarrassed when people in school recognize your channel? I'm not embarrassed when they recognize my channel because if I got 1 million views on this YouTube channel, there's just no way that 0 people will know about my YouTube channel. Next question is, do you have a crush? It's hard to like people I don't even know. The next question is, how do you always feel happy? Bold of you to assume I always feel happy. I recently found out about the concept of joy, just being happy for even just the little things. Mine is eating mangoes after class. And if it's just a small little purchase every now and then, it doesn't have to be the big things. You don't have to have straight A's to be happy. Those little quick moments where you're just talking to your friend, you're just eating your favorite snack, you're just walking and you see a really cute cat. Obviously, those will make you happy. What is your weight? The last time I was weighed was like 2 months ago, and my weight was like 41 kilograms, I think. The next question is actually similar. It's, what's your height? My height right now is 5'1" and 1/2. Don't forget the 1/2. It's 5'1" and 1/2. The next question is, do you have YouTuber friends? I actually do have a couple YouTuber friends, which I will show on screen right now. They're so sweet, and I hope that we can get closer as time goes by. And finally, we are approaching the last question. The last question is, what's a song you think represents you the most? Ancient Dreams in a Modern Land by Marina. Mostly because it talks about not needing to conform to the norm, or be like everyone else. It is ingrained in my personality to just not really care or put other people's opinions into a pedestal. If it doesn't hurt anyone, then I will still do what I love. Listening to the music I like and wearing the clothes I like. If you have questions that I did not answer in this video that you see people actually comment about a lot, it might be because it's too personal for me and I don't want to answer it. So I hope you be a respectful person and respect my boundaries when I don't want things to be shared online. If you made it up to here, you know a lot about me now, and I hope that maybe found me more interesting interesting as a person, or maybe I answered some of your questions that you were really curious about me. If you often comment, feel free to introduce yourself, especially if you made it up to here, because I would like to know more about you guys as a person and a community as well. The sun literally set already, so it's time for me to take a leave. If you made it up to here, comment down below the word Q&A. And if you would like to see more cozy and silly content like this where I just yap too much, feel free to subscribe and follow my Instagram and Pinterest. Thank you so much for watching. Keep smiling pretty.